Who will be the top goal scorer in the World Cup in 2022? Let's get right into it. Welcome back to Talking Bayern, the one-stop shop for Bayern Munich content and German national team content on YouTube. And today we'll be predicting the World Cup Golden Boot, the top goal scorer at the big tournament this year. And honestly, this can be one of the hardest things to predict every single tournament, just because obviously it depends on how good certain performances are, and it obviously depends how much these teams go far. Obviously, a team like France, if they go all the way to the finals, it's most likely going to be a player from that team. However, we have these tournaments where like Ronaldo scores 3 goals in a game, and that can really throw off some things, because obviously it's usually like 5 or 6 goals that can get the job done to get the Golden Boot. So it's not impossible for a player in the group stage that doesn't even advance to get that spot. Obviously, it's very unlikely, but we've seen players that only make it to the round of 16 or the quarterfinals that still win it. If you look at Ronaldo last year, in the Euros, they only made it to the round of 16, but still he won it. So obviously, it doesn't take, it doesn't have to be a final run, but obviously it very much helps. So getting right into the favorites by betting odds, I'll look at the main favorites and then some noticeable players I also see. The main favorite is Harry Kane at plus 700. We have Mbappe at plus 900. We have Benzema at plus 1200, Ronaldo at plus 1200, and then Messi at plus 1400, as well as Neymar at 1400 as well. So just looking at who I think, obviously I think there's going to be some undertakers here. I know Lewandowski's never scored a World Cup goal before, but I don't think it's crazy for Poland to get out of their group. They're with Mexico and Argentina, so I do think Poland can get out that group, and I think Lewandowski is going to score some goals in this tournament. I can see him, getting a few in the group stage, so I don't think it's crazy. I know they have him at plus 4,000 betting odds. I don't think it's crazy, though. I see there being a chance that this happens. Obviously, he's such a good goal scorer. I know he's not like exceptional for Poland. He doesn't get the best service, but I think there's a chance. I'm not thinking he's my number one favorite, but if you're going to, place any money down, I think he'd be a good bet. Obviously, Harry Kane's a solid choice. He's going to score goals for England. They're going to make it out of the group with Iran and Wales. They're almost certainly going to make it out of that group, as well as Qatar. So I do see them getting out of that group, and I do see Harry Kane scoring plenty of goals, but obviously they have other goal scorers as well. And then another player we're looking at could be Mbappe. Obviously, Mbappe and Benzema both are having a really good chance at it. They're both going to be sharing goals, and obviously France is expected to make a deep run. They won the last World Cup, but obviously they could come second in their group. Denmark's also a really strong team, so we'll see what happens there. I think if they can come first in their group, France will have a pretty easy way to the final. And I looked at it through my predictions, and it does seem like France, if they come first in their group, will have a semi-easy route to the semis or finals. Obviously, they're a very good team, so I wouldn't put it past Mbappe and Benzema to get the Golden Boot. I just don't know which one I'd pick because they're both really, really good. I might give the slight edge to Mbappe, though. I know it sounds crazy just based off the season Benzema just had, but I think I'm going to give the slight edge to Mbappe on this one. I think he's definitely one of my top 3. So my top 3 right now would probably be Mbappe, Ronaldo. It's got to be Ronaldo. Obviously, he's so good for Portugal. He's the top international goal scorer ever. He's obviously he's obviously great in the big games. Hasn't quite seen much World Cup success yet, but I think he's had really good performances the last 2 Euros, and I think this time around could be a time for a deep run from either Messi or Ronaldo. So I could see Messi or Ronaldo in the top Golden Boot race as well. Some other players I expect that might not be on top of everyone's list is Lautaro Martinez on Argentina. I also see Kai Havertz could be the top goal scorer for Germany, but then again, it's going to be very distributed from Germany. I don't think Havertz is going to win, but I think he can surprise some people. And probably one of the bigger surprises I can see here, betting odds at plus 4,000 each, Morata and Richarlison. I think Richarlison could be a very, very good bet. I think Richarlison, they seem to underrate him because obviously Brazil, I expect to make a deep run. I expect Brazil are my probably favorites to win this tournament. I know that's not how my predictions went down, but I think Brazil are the best team in this tournament. Will they win it? Who knows? But if they do, I think Richarlison could be one of the Golden Boot nominees. So I'm going to give my rankings right now, looking at everybody. I'm going to look at number 1, I'll give it to Ronaldo. Number 2, I'll give it to Mbappe. And number 3, it's a toss-up between Kane and Messi, but I'll give it to Harry Kane. Honorable mention, honestly, Robert Lewandowski and Richarlison. I can see them both having a great shot this year. Obviously Neymar as well. I know I'm naming so many names, but it's just so hard to predict. I want to see what everybody else thinks in the comments below. Who do you think is going to be the top goal scorer at this World Cup? With no clear favorites, it is really interesting to see what everybody else will think. And then lastly, I don't know. Belgium is a good team, but I don't see Lukaku and Hazard or anybody on that team to get it personally. But I do think, we have to look at the top favorite teams: Portugal, France, England, Brazil. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and a comment. And if you want to see more German national team content or just World Cup content, please subscribe to this channel. Hope to see you on the next one. Until then, Mia Samia.